I hope everybody can hear me. I welcome every one of you to this first live section of FRELINOR Media Digital. Okay, sponsored by the Dollar Doctor himself, and it's basically, we just clocked we just clocked 800 subscribers on YouTube, and in fact, I'm so grateful to all of you for following up to this moment. I know it have not been an easy journey, but thank God we are all here. So first of all, um, I'm still waiting for those who are invited, like my guests. Okay, so please, all my guests, I'm just waiting for them to join. Guys, please just bear with me while I wait for them to join, so we can start up appropriately. When you call on, when I hear you pray. Okay. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, so guys, um, like I said, I want to officially welcome every one of you who have made it to this live section, and I believe that at the end of this section, you will learn a lot. Well, I'm not going to stay long. I'm not going to stay long, but I just want to use this medium to disclose five powerful projects. I mean, five very, 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 very powerful projects that, if you are really looking for something good to invest in the space, then I guess these five should work out for you. And those are the five we're going to be talking about. So if you can see my screen, I am currently OKEX application. For those who have OKEX, you can go straight to your OKEX. So, but you, as if you have another device anywhere, so you can go to your OKEX also. And one of the projects we're going to be talking about is that's the Solana blockchain. Okay. Now, um, in our other upcoming section, we will be talking about analysis, where I get to explain everything you can see about these charts, particularly everything you know about charts, candlesticks and candlesticks as a whole. Um, you know, chart patterns also. Then we are going to be talking about deep market analysis based on market reactions. That's sorry. So based on market reactions, you know what is going to happen next. You know when to enter and when to exit the market. So that's basically what we are going to be talking about in our upcoming sections. But for now, we are just going to make an overview of how and why you should hop into these five projects. Now, project number one. Let me go straight to my. I've written it down somewhere so that it will help you to some extent. So this is in my notes. Sorry. I'm still waiting for more persons to join. Okay, so the 5 projects. Project number 1 is the Solana blockchain. Now, what are the things you need to consider before entering or hopping into any spot project? Like you want to spot on any project in the crypto space, and you want to make some findings and analysis and know exactly why you are going to buy that project and what you think will happen in the next couple of days. You understand? So there are so many things you need to consider, but I'll just mention the basics one first of all. Now, as a technical analyst, what I mean by technical analysis is that you can look at the chart, you can you know how to use your lines and everything to draw and find out where exactly the market is heading to. That you can determine a market trend, you understand, from technical analysis. So as a technical analyst, you have come to the market and you have checked out stuff like this. Like if you can see my screen now, you have checked out your market patterns and you have seen everything you want to see. Just like I said, this is more like an overview. I'm not explaining anything into details for now. So you have seen seen this candlestick pattern, and then you have studied, I mean, thorough study on technical analysis, and you know how chart pattern works well. Then with that, you should be able to determine where this market is going to head to next. Now, that is not just enough. That's just number one. It's not just enough for you to determine if it's a good project you should buy in and hold for long, like more like long-term project. You understand? So it's not just enough. There are other things you need to consider, and um, those are the things we'll be talking about. Also, let me also add my screen pen so I can draw. Sorry. So now I made a video some time ago, and I showed you guys some details about core blockchain and why it's good to invest in it. So I will also make reference to those details under the Solana block. So let's go to overview. If you are using it for the first time, it's not very hard. When you have out the coin, just go to this overview, follow the arrow, and you're going to see that. So when you go to this overview for Solana blockchain, you're going to see this. You're going to see this. So now, from the market details, you can see that the heat index for Solana blockchain is ranked at the heat index for Solana blockchain is currently ranked at number 3. That's in the entire crypto space, meaning that transactions, it has more of to do with transactions, like the volume of transactions going on currently in the crypto space. Solana is ranked as number 3. Like, so many other projects under the blockchain, and people are trading on them, and both the conjunction and everything, it's it has to do with the heat index. So I don't know if we have newbies here, but if you are finding this class particularly difficult to understand, I believe you are going to understand in due process. So as we have our other classes, then also we have the market ranking. That's the market cap ranking. This in the entire crypto space. Of course, you know that the number 1 market cap ranking that's Bitcoin, which has the highest about. Um, we have, okay, first of all, for the circulating supply, we have about 21 million circulating supply for that. And if you want to check the market ranking, that's not very hard to find anyway. You can just Google search it, and you will get all the answers you are looking for. Let's check the current market cap ranking for Bitcoin. Okay, so as of today, Okay, as of today, we have a market cap of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's around $1 trillion. Okay, for Bitcoin, we have $1 trillion. But for Solana blockchain, so if the market cap for Bitcoin is ranked as number one and is risen at $1 trillion, so I guess Solana is at number four currently. You can see that there. Okay, so it's just making everything easy for us to understand so that we can access the market anytime. Like, so currently the market cap for Solana is around 65 billion, $65 billion, which is ranked number four. So I believe we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, that's followed up by Ethereum. Then we have um we have to check that of number three. Okay, we can just keep that. It's not very important anyway. But what I mean is that these details we are looking at, these are one of the things that would enable you to consider this project as a good project to hop in. We're not talking about pump and dumps and all those shitties that you just hop into them and in no time you just throw away all your capital. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So that's very, very important also. Then of which the market cap is right there, 65 billion. You can see it there, 65 billion. So that is that. Then also the circulating supply, very important. In fact, this is the first thing you should consider. Apart from the heat index, like how many persons really do want this project, how many persons wants to interact with this project, how many persons wants to buy, okay, how many person wants to use this project for one thing or the other, like in the space, how many persons considers the project as important such. So after the heat index, another very important thing to consider is the circulating supply. If you have known the now, don't get this wrong. There is a very, very big difference between total supply and circulating supply, and the price of any project works with the actual. Because if you are going to Google search it now, actually what you see there is what determines the price of those projects is the total supply, sorry, the market cap all over the total supply. But in real essence, pool, some others can be charity pool, some other one technomics or the other. So, but the most important thing here is that what you have circulating in the project. So you must have heard things like, we are going to burn 10% of our project, we are going to burn 20% of our project, we are going to burn 50% of our project. Meaning that by the time you burn that particular amount or percentage project, what's going to be left is you are going to have a new total supply and you're going to have a new circulating supply. Stuff like that helps the project. You must have been wondering how they, like, of course you know that it is my money, your money, the money of another person, and together how we get to form the um that's how we get to form the total, I mean, market cap of any project, like the total market cap of any project. It is the money we put in the ball. Now you discover that by the time, let's say, a project just launched for the first time, and I am the first person to hop into that project, what do you expect then? It means that by the time I hop in, it's going to have, of course, a market cap. Now, by the time Mr. B hops in, it's going to have a new market cap, of which it will cause the price to change definitely. Remember, I told you that the calculation to determine the price of any project is the market cap all over the circulating supply. So by the time Mr. B hops in with his money, it's going to change the market cap, thereby causing a difference in um, the price of the coin. So that is how it works. Now, this by the time Mr. B wants to hop in, he's going to consider the circulating supply for that particular project. So that by the time he determines the circulating supply, he's going to know what he will buy and what he stands to get in the nearest future. You understand what I mean? So you can see that all these details So that is that. Like I said, it's an overview. Very into details. We can do that some other times, but this is more like an overview section. So favorited rates like this one. Favorited rate is there. So it's more like it's just this one has to do with just the exchange, which is okay. It's not more like a general something in the whole crypto space. So most persons, this is 32.47% of the total users of OKEX have saved so under their favorite. Like they have started it. This is what they mean by favorite. It's just like I have started mine too. So that one is not very, very important anyway. So they have all-time high. Very important too. So you must know where a project have gotten, like how far, what are the milestones this project have covered, how firm have they been in the market, what are the challenges they have faced, and how did they overcome those challenges. That's more like why all-time high and all-time low is important. And if you check the details, like if you check the details of this place, sorry, let me use an arrow to be more precise. Now you let's make reference to the all-time high and all-time. You can see that from these details, so have gone a very, very long way. Starting, it may not have launched at 0.31 per dollar per Solana. It may not have launched at that, but perhaps let's say it may have launched at I guess it will be way better. We'll find out. Let's not use assumptions in lectures like this, which is very important. What price did Solana launch at? Okay, so actually launched at 0.9511 peso, 0.9511 dollars peso, and that was in 6th November 2021. That was when this blockchain launched at 0.95, and you can see that they had a massive dip. That's around 50%. Okay, it's even more than that. Around let's see, let's find the percentage for that. 0.9511, 0.9511 um over 0.31, sorry, 0.31 divided 0.9511 times 100. That's it dipped, it's actually dipped by 32%. Okay, it actually dipped, like that was a massive dip anyway. Yes, it dipped by 32%, and with that, so was still able to withstand all the heat and pressure and whatever, and it still had an all-time high of $259, which is very, very good. By the time you see something like this in a project, you should know that the project have much more potential. For a project to rise from something as around 95 cents down to $259, that's very massive. So if you are the type that have a capital strong enough to carry on the project from that point, then it's a win-win for me. Like it's a go ahead for me. It means you are even meeting it at a very, very good time. Yes, you are meeting it at a very, very good time, because we, coupled with the fact that we are in a bull season, it means there is much more potential to it, and it's going to break the all-time high. That's for sure. So that is that about those two, the all-time and all-time low. It is very, very important to know the progress of a project. That's the essence of studying the all-time high and the all-time low. So you can write down that pattern in it. So the ICO date is not very important also, but it can also help in um, retracting and tracing out how far the project have gone. It's now the meaning of ICO for those that are new to the space. ICO means initial coin offering. It means this project had more like a public sale or private sale, either a public or private sale. Any of them can be referred to this. So this project, they actually, by the time they wanted to launch after then, they had their first ICO, their initial coin offering. People donated for the project, but they were rewarded in the project's token, which is so they were rewarded with Solana when they donated for the project. That's what they call initial coin offering. So as of 22nd of March 2020, they had their first initial coin offering. Now you can imagine the length of time they had their ICO at 20, 22nd of March, and then they had their launching on the 6th of November 2021. You can see the length of time. That's almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, which is, for anybody who has or who had the time opportunity to hop into the project as of that time, you may have been discouraged for you to wait almost 2 years before a project finally launch. So this alone can build your mindset, because I see so many of you complaining when you hop into mining projects. I'll be like, this project don dey 5 years, 6 years, wetin happen na? This project don dey 2 years, and then you are running out of you are running out of patience. Like, you're becoming more impatient day by day for something you did not actually put your money for. But here, this is a clear example of somebody putting his money in 2020, that's March 2020, and then getting returns in 6th November 2021. Now, it may be even very much poor, because if you consider their launch price, which was around 0.9511, it was poor. Do you understand? It was poor as of then. So you may have waited 2 years, and then you'll be calculating, maybe I put 50K then, and 50K was worth something in 2020. In 2020, that's for the Nigerians, okay? On this, I mean, for my Nigerian subscribers. For other countries, I may not know, but then it's more like it's huge. It's huge. So for you to pump in such an amount and then wait for like 2 years before you start getting returns, it's way, if you don't build your mindset for patience, I don't think you can wait to that point. So this is it. It's a clear example. You should build your mindset, and you should know that, yes, in the space, just expect anything you're putting. You shouldn't expect much, and you shouldn't expect less either. So that's that about initial coin offering. So of course, this is where we are. Please, for those that are coming newly, we are now on. We have finished all these parts. We are done with all these parts. Done with all these parts. So we are now at blockchain, of which is Solana. That's not a big deal. Now, just like I told you, this is max supply. Okay, I told you guys this is max supply, and it's different. It's very much different from circulating supply. That's just exactly what I was explaining. You can see that for the max supply, we have 575 million, and then for the circulating supply, we have 448 million. It means they have done so many bonds ever since this project launched. They must have bought so many of the projects. So if you are going to use your calculator now to minus that, you can actually find out how many percent so far have gone into burning. So, but this now, the essence of burning. Now, let me explain something. This is very, very important. I am sure it will help your mindset also. Now, the excess of burning is majorly for those. There are people that came early into a project, and there are people that came late into a project. But when a project thinks about its community, first of all, okay, it wants to carry everybody along, right? So now, if I came early and I was able to buy 10 Solana for $10, now the market cap becomes $10, right? Mr. B hops in and he was able to buy and now by the time the market cap is $10, the price will change from 00 to something, right? Mr. B hops in with $10 and he was able to buy 8 Solana with his $10. The market cap is going to rise, the price is going to rise as well. Now Mr. C comes in with $10 and he buys 6 Solana for $10. The price tops up, okay? The market cap changes. Now you can see that the more the users, the higher the price, the higher the market cap, and then the lower the amount you get. If you are following, you should understand what I mean. The lower the amount you get. Now imagine I came late. I came at the time where my $10 can buy only 1 Solana. It means by the time any simple dump happens, I'm going to lose. As the last buyer, I'm going to lose. So the essence of burning is to carry everybody along. More like, since I came late, the only way to do that, like the only way to manipulate the price higher, like let's say if I enter with $10 and I was able to get 1 Solana, by the time you cause a burn, you shortage the total supply, it's going to cause an increase in the price. And now by the time the price increases, after I must have gotten 1 SOL with $10, it means maybe I may be having like $11 or $12 after that time. So this is how the market works. Now trust me, nobody's going to all this information for free. That's why I need you to pay rapt attention to everything I'm saying here, because it will be hard for you to get these information for free. So that is that about that. I guess I've spent more than the time I projected for this live video, but it's for your own benefit anyway. So that is that for that part. That's that for circulating and max supply. Like I said, this is more like an overview class. We will go into this in details, and it's going to come as videos, not as live section, or maybe as live sections. Yes, maybe as live section. So that is that. Then you can see max cap at maximum supply. This is a very, very good example. This is a very, very good example. I was just the last thing I said, the last explanation I did. This is it. This is it. So at max supply, you can see that if you want to consider the max supply, the actual supply, this is the market cap will be. But by the time you consider circulating supply, this is where the max cap, the market cap is going to be. Now you can see the difference that with that, if you go back to this price, it's going to this market cap rather, it's going to cause a big, very, very big change in the price, and the price may drop drastically. So that's just exactly what we're talking about. So with these few points, circulation rate is very easy to understand too, so long as you're educated. Circulation rate is more like how often do people use this. I mean the entire crypto space, the entire users in the crypto space. How often do people want to interact with this project? Okay, so you can see that 77.89% of the entire users in the crypto space wants to interact with the Solana blockchain. That is why we have so many mem projects coming up under the blockchain. We have witnessed with um we have witnessed cat, we have witnessed wolf project. We've witnessed so many projects, including pump and dumps. So many persons wants to interact with the project. So many persons wants to make ends meet from the project. It's very, very important, and it can be considered as a very, very good investment. So that is all about Solana for now. I think it's not going to be a bad idea if I stop here for today, and I guess I should also wait for your questions. I'm looking for your questions in the comment section. I'm actively waiting for you to ask me anything. Thank you very much if you have watched this point, and God bless you. Just make sure you tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the subscribe button and be active on this channel. So I'll be waiting for your questions. Drop your questions in the comment section. I will go through every question and I will answer you accordingly. I hope you have enjoyed today's live section. Thank you very much and God bless you. I remain your boy FRELINOR Media, aka $80 Doctor. Have a nice day.